Hello and welcome to a Live with Amanda. Tax season is upon us. You're probably getting in your 1099s from your credit card processor, your insurance companies, your W-2s from your employer, and a variety of different tax documents. So it's on everybody's mind that taxes are due soon. You have a little bit of time, but they're due soon. And inevitably, every year I see the same questions coming up in Facebook groups. So as always, I always recommend that people do work with an accountant that they know, like, and trust to help them guide the process of being in private practice, of being a business owner, and filing taxes. If you're new to private practice and you're new to running a business, you'll have to file for your business and you'll file for your personal. And those are very separate. And it's really important that you work with somebody who understands all of the different nuances of being a business owner. So a lot of the time people are looking for people that understand mental health, and that is great. So, few accountants probably work with mental health practices solely unless you're really finding like a niche style accountant. I personally like to work with people who understand small businesses because that's essentially what we're running. Yes, we're running a mental health counseling practice, but the rules don't change around what we can do versus like what other small businesses can do. And somebody who understands small businesses can be extremely helpful. And so first, I want you to find an accountant that you know, like, and trust. And second, talk to them about your business. Explain how your business works. Accountants are not going to pull out this book and magically find all of these deductions. That's the question that comes up the most. It's like, what can we deduct? And how can I find somebody to maximize my deductions? And how can I this? And how can I write this off? And how can I do that? And again, my general understanding of it is that you can write off things that are directly related to your business, but they know the rules around what that means. So for instance, let's pretend you were going to give a talk. You were going to give a TED talk. Let's make it big. And you wanted to buy new makeup to put on, right? And that would not be something that was deductible because that's something you could use all the time. It's not just for this talk. But if you decided you wanted to go get your hair and makeup done for this specific TED talk because it was going to be filmed, then that would be something that could be deductible. I don't want to say it would absolutely be deductible because I'm not the tax professional. Things like CEUs, trainings, your electronic health record, TherapyNotes, things that it takes to run your business are deductible. There may be things you don't really know or don't really realize could be deductible that they can help guide you. And they can help, make a recommendation about your business structure, whether it makes sense to be an LLC or an S Corp or some other kind of structure, whether it makes sense for you to pay yourself a salary or not pay yourself a salary, how to pay your taxes, whether you do that monthly, quarterly, or yearly. I'm one of these people I literally pay monthly, quarterly, and yearly for taxes, which is fine. And I pay myself as an employee from my company. So that's why we pay monthly. And then we also pay quarterly for the business and just not really for the business, for our personal. So there's a lot of nuance that goes into your taxes. So asking questions on Facebook is probably not the best place to ask unless you are in an accounting group. There are a couple of therapists who are also accountants. Simple Profit with Jenny. She is somebody who is an accountant and a therapist. She has a fantastic Facebook group and she has a membership program that is really helpful to help guide people. But again, she's an accountant. And so she has that experience. There are a couple of companies that work directly with therapists that do things like bookkeeping and taxing, like Herd is one. Green Oak Accounting is another popular one. And so there are companies out there that can help you. But I want you to really understand what help you're looking for and knowing that you can't just write things off because you want to write things off. And that there's pluses and minuses to writing things off in your business. Not that we always want to write off appropriate things, but there is a benefit to having profit at the end, not writing everything off and showing that your business is profitable. And so really talking about your strategy for your business can be very helpful. I'm going to talk to you about strategy for business, but first I want to thank our sponsor, TherapyNotes. If you're looking for an electronic health record that can help you keep track of your revenue very easily, I want you to check out TherapyNotes. They just came out with secure messaging, which everybody's very excited about. They have a free telehealth option. You can bill insurance directly through there. You can take private pay clients through there. One thing I really love that has really changed how we do things is there are free assessments that we can send to clients, so we can really start tracking how our clients are doing from an assessment standpoint. And so it's a really full service electronic health record. So I highly recommend you check out TherapyNotes. So one thing that an accountant can do is help you to discuss strategy, right? Are you growing your business? Are you looking to optimize profit? Are you looking to reduce your tax liability? Everybody has a different situation. Your personal life definitely impacts your business life. For my practice, ours has been growth. I'm not trying to necessarily minimize taxes because we're growing. The income might be growing for the business and maybe taxes might be a little bit more. And yes, we're always mindful of taxes, but we're in a growth mode. So that is a part of our strategy. We talk to our accountant about that. We talk about what the liabilities around taxes might look for that. If I was in a different circumstance and I needed to really reduce my tax bill, we would talk about what that might look like and how I could do that. Not that if you're making money, you can really reduce your tax bill because you have to pay taxes. But there are certain ways that you can really strategize your business. And that's really what it comes down to. So definitely use your accountant and don't get too worried about taxes that are coming. We all have to pay taxes when we run a business, and it's just a part of you running a business and being successful. It's how I try to reframe it. It's like, yes, the more successful my business is, yes, sometimes the more taxes you have to pay, and that's what happens. So hopefully you can reframe taxes for yourself and have them in April when they're due. I'll see you soon, everybody. Bye.